Good evening, and welcome to the 2021 National Honor Society Virtual Induction Ceremony. Tonight we will formally recognize those students who have been selected by the faculty of our school for successfully completing their candidacy and are being inducted as new members of our NHS chapter and the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. Will everyone rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would now like to introduce the principal of Maple Shade High School, Mr. Matthew LeGros.
Hello, families, and thank you for joining us for the 2021 National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. I am Mr. LeGros, the proud principal of Maple Shade High School, and I'm excited to welcome you to this virtual celebration of the impressive accomplishments of these fine young ladies and gentlemen. This year, we are inducting 9 new members into the Maple Shade Honor Society for their demonstration of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. National Honor Society is unique in that it not only celebrates the academic success of our students, but also what these students are at work doing for others in our community. In this way, they demonstrate their leadership. This is what speaks to their excellent character, their service to others. In an environment drastically limited by a once-in-a-generation pandemic, these students were able to think creatively about how they could serve others, even in a remote and largely virtual environment. In a rapidly changing world, the future belongs to young men and women who demonstrate their ability to lead, serve others, work hard, and engage in their communities. The future belongs to the students we are recognizing in this program. Congratulations to all of our inductees today. You make this a great place to come to school and a great place to come to work. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video presentation. Have a wonderful night.
I would like to introduce our current members of the National Honor Society. Our current senior members are Marley Barber, Eva Dorman, Braden Miller, Justin Milligan, Michaela Malecki, Santino Maffa, Alexander Palmer, Alejandra Sanabria, Kaya Santiago, and Julia Underwood.
Our current junior members are Sienna Frazier, Paris Hand, Shreya Kamal, Emma Leone, Alyssa Lewis, Taylor McHugh, and Daniel Vallon.
We will now begin the candle ceremony to review the 4 qualities that all members of the National Honor Society must commit to upholding. The emblem of this society is the keystone and flaming torch. The keystone bears at its base the letters CSLS, which stand for the 4 cardinal principles of the organization: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. As the keystone is placed by the builder to hold the perfect arch and perpetual stability, so the structure of our education must be held firm and true to the purposes of life by the virtues represented in this symbol. To bear forward the searching light of truth, to hold that others may follow in light, to keep burning in our school a high ambition for the enduring values of life, and to serve. These purposes are symbolized in the torch. I would now like to introduce our president, Justin Milligan, to explain scholarship.
Scholarship. Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for human education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. I'd like to introduce our Vice President, Julia Underwood, to explain service.
Service can be established in the routine of the day's work, where many opportunities arise to help others both at school and in the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or public recognition is the quality we seek in our membership and promote for the entire student body. We are committed to volunteering our time and talents to the creation of a better tomorrow. I would like to introduce our treasurer, Santino Maffa, to explain leadership.
Leadership. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking the initiative in the classroom and in school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a school, community, or a nation, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a meaningful charge to each of our members. I would like to introduce our secretary, Michaela Malecki, to explain character.
Character is the force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for each of us our individuality, our goodness. It is that without which no one can respect oneself nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character that guides one through life and once developed grows steadily within. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, the daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others, to be rather than to seem. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character. I would like to introduce our Assistant Principal, Miss Sarah Servo, to speak about the criteria for membership into the National Honor Society.
Good evening, Maple Shade High School students and families, members of the Board of Education, staff members, and our National Honor Society honorees. Their will, their desire, and their urge to excel in service, leadership, and academics has all led us here tonight, and I could not be more honored to recognize this outstanding group of individuals. When inducting students into the National Honor Society, it elevates a school's commitment to the values of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. These 4 pillars have been associated with membership in the organization since its inception in 1921. Our honorees not only uphold the National Honor Society guidelines for membership, but they also uphold Maple Shade High School's commitment to academic excellence and community engagement. These remarkable individuals have maintained a minimum GPA of 3.8 for the entirety of their high school career, dedicated themselves to their community through service, held leadership positions, and participated or spearheaded athletic or co-curricular initiatives. We are better as a school and as a district because of their commitment, their will, and their desires. Enjoy this momentous honor and congratulations.
The new members of the John S. Bragg National Honor Society will now be honored.
Sarah Hogan is honored to be given the opportunity to join the National Honor Society. She is in her senior year at Maple Shade High School and has been here for all 4 years. During this time, she has participated in a variety of sports, but the most influential have been lacrosse and field hockey. Along with this, she has been a member of the Athletic Leadership Council and Minithon as of her junior year. DECA and Model UN have been her favorite clubs in school, and this past year she held the position of Vice President of Leadership for DECA. Academically, she has challenged herself with numerous honors and AP courses throughout her high school career and has received honor roll multiple times. In the future, she plans on majoring in finance and then moving on to become a financial advisor.
Samaya Callahan is in her junior year at Maple Shade High School, and she is known for her academic prowess. As a high-performing student, Samaya is forthright and passionate about her academic career. She is enrolled in honors and AP classes and maintains a 4.0 GPA. Her extracurricular activities include an internship with the Hill Family Center for College Access at Rutgers University. Her role involves helping to prepare students in underserved communities make the transition to higher education. Samaya's love for acting led her to receive training at the historic Walnut Street Theater in Philadelphia, which prepared her for casting in recent Maple Shade High School productions of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and Puffs. As an African-American student, Samaya copes with the perpetual reminder of having to work twice as hard to receive equity in education in comparison to the majority of her peers. Samaya identifies with the racial reckoning upon us and the work that is yet to be done. She is transparent about forging a path for herself and others. In 10th grade, Samaya started a multicultural club to raise awareness around diversity and inclusion. Her legacy at MSHS is to raise awareness for diversity and open doors for others. Samaya's goal is to enroll in a college that includes her top HBCU picks, Howard University and Morgan State University. Isabelle Croissette is a junior at Maple Shade High School, and she is beyond grateful to be given this opportunity to be a part of the National Honor Society. Isabelle is an honor roll student who, throughout her high school career, has played soccer, track, and softball, and has participated in the school's spring musicals. Isabelle has played varsity soccer since her sophomore year and has participated in varsity track since her freshman year. Isabelle has worked 2 different jobs in the past 2 years as well. She was a marketing associate at Mohawk Computers and is currently a sales associate at Rally House. No matter what time of the year, she is always doing something to keep herself busy. Isabelle's future plans after graduating in 2022 are to get accepted into the University of Tampa and move to Florida to study marine science and become an aquatic veterinarian. Isabelle has known what she has wanted to be when she grows up ever since 8th grade, and no matter how many times people tell her that her ambitions would change, she has always had that one goal in mind of helping the animals.
When Brennan was about 5 years old, he had this fish encyclopedia that he would constantly read. He would spend hours writing the names of fish down and looking at the pictures. Brennan got to the point where he could identify nearly any fish that was shown to him. He remembers his brother catching weird fish that no one knew, but he knew exactly what they were and how long they could grow to be. He didn't know exactly why he was so fascinated by this old fish book of all things, but it was definitely driven by Brennan's constant curiosity and eagerness to learn. This is a trait that Brennan had for his entire life, and a trait that he carried with him through high school. Throughout high school, Brennan had been in many different clubs and committees. He didn't just do these things because colleges like it, he did it because he wanted to be a part of it. He wants to be given the opportunities to try new things and do more than traditional math, history, English, repeat. Brennan likes to take part in activities that allow him to engage in his community and lead others. Yes, he works very hard in school and often pushes himself very hard to maintain good grades, but the fact remains that he did not apply to the NHS solely because he was told it looks good and his grades look nice, but because Brennan is a leader and loves taking part in his community, traits that are driven by his natural curiosity.
Mackenzie Steinbeck is a junior in high school that is grateful to be inducted into our school's National Honor Society. Mackenzie was previously part of the National Junior Honor Society and is currently a member of the Mini-Thon Committee. She is glad that our school was able to have the girls' basketball season and happily attends every game as their manager. In regards to the upcoming softball season, Mackenzie can't wait for it to begin since she unfortunately missed out on her sophomore year due to the pandemic. Amidst these unprecedented times, she is still determined to succeed in school and achieve her goals of attending a 4-year college. She hopes to be able to pursue a career in law in the future. While balancing her busy schedule, Mackenzie still finds time to enjoy her hobbies like cooking, writing, volunteering in her community, and spending time with her friends and family. She's thrilled to be inducted today and would like to thank the teachers and faculty for giving her the opportunity to be part of this group.
Kayla La Tirzo is a sophomore honors student and is extremely honored to be inducted into the National Honor Society. Being a part of the National Junior Honor Society in 8th grade and elected president of NJHS in 9th grade, Kayla is truly honored to be a representative of the organization and is looking forward to the new leadership opportunities the National Honor Society has to offer. Kayla is a varsity soccer player who plays for Maple Shade High School as well as the Delran Dynamite EDP team. Soccer is a huge part of Kayla's life, and she looks forward to her weekly training with her goalkeeper coach. In addition to playing soccer, Kayla also enjoys playing softball and loves to sing and play her ukulele. Writing songs has become a newfound hobby of Kayla's, as inspiration is all around her. Her ultimate goal is to spread positive messages through the songs she writes. Maple Shade offers Kayla so many opportunities, and she likes to give back to the community that has given her so much. One of her favorite organizations to volunteer for is Book Smiles. By donating and recycling books, Kayla is able to help repurpose and supply them to people who will be able to use them. While Kayla still has a few years to go, as of now she aspires to be a couples counselor because she enjoys solving problems while also bringing people together. Kayla wants to thank her sisters Juliana and Marissa for keeping her in check and giving her confidence and laughs. Kayla would also like to thank her mom for being there for her even when she's dealing with her struggles, and her dad for playing Rocket League and being the best musical partner she could ask for.
Tyra Odoms is a sophomore with ambitions to continue to influence others to be the best version of themselves. She is elated to be inducted into the National Honor Society, though it may look a little different this year. She would also like to congratulate all of the new inductees and existing members. Tyra is proud of her accomplishments, such as making principal's honor roll since elementary school, earning the Freshman Top Scholar Athlete Award, and being a DECA Southeast Regional winner and New Jersey State finalist. Tyra takes pride in giving back to her community in any way she can. Over the summer, she not only volunteered over 300 hours as a camp counselor at Amped to Dance Studio, but raised $900 to give 6 dancers one free week at camp. She thanks Dana Ampey and those who donated for the opportunity. She also volunteers as an ambassador at Book Smiles, which is a nonprofit organization that is dedicated to providing books to schools in low-income areas and underprivileged kids. As an actress, student, athlete, and woman of color, Tyra knows the importance of dedication and perseverance. She hopes to inspire others to chase their wildest dreams, no matter what obstacles they encounter. She wants to thank her family, friends, and teachers for their continued support and encouragement. Tyra would like to end with a quote from the late Maya Angelou: "You will face many defeats in life, but never let yourself be defeated."
Nathan Vesey is a sophomore at Maple Shade High School. As a youth athlete, he participated in football, baseball, wrestling, and hockey. In middle school, Nathan ran for his first leadership position, Sergeant-at-Arms at Steinhauer. Nathan now participates in the high school's student government as class president. Last year as a freshman, Nathan accomplished principal's honor roll and achieved a 4.2 GPA. Although he takes honors classes, he still finds enough time to participate in 3 high school sports. Nathan was honored to receive the Football Unsung Hero Award and the All Burlington County Wrestling during his freshman year. In his off time, Nathan likes to go to the gym, hang out with his friends, and spend time with his family. Nathan is thrilled to be part of the National Honor Society.
Alicia Wallace is an honors student who took her first AP class this year and has been maintaining remarkable grades throughout her entire student career. During her 8th and 9th grade years, she was a member of the Junior National Honor Society, holding the secretary position in 9th, which is why she is proud to be inducted into National Honor Society this year. She is a part of many committees that she volunteers with, the most known being Maple Shade Memory Makers, where she is the leader of the student ambassadors. In this organization, she gathers student volunteers to help organize a father-daughter dance and a mother-son bowling night each year. Maple Shade Memory Makers donates to 2 organizations, Distributing Dignity and the Maple Shade Food Bank. This year, they are not able to host a bowling or dance due to COVID, but are still donating to the 2 organizations. Along with that, she volunteers with several other places, including the Maple Shade Elementary School's PTA and an organization called Book Smiles and Cake. Recently, she has worked with A Helping Hand to feed the homeless and Collins Wish collecting coats and jackets. In addition to being highly involved in organizations, Alicia likes to participate in clubs and sports inside and outside of school. This year, Alicia has been involved in the Athletic Leadership Council, Minithon, and DECA, where she has done her best to help as much as possible during COVID. Along with these clubs, she is an amazing cheerleader. For the past 2 years, she has been on the high school cheerleading team for the fall and winter seasons. Last year, she was nominated for the Birdosh Award for her performance. This year, she has taken a challenge of being on an elite competitive cheer team, Magic. The team will be attending the Summit, a worldwide competition hosted in Florida. Alicia is a dedicated student and hopes to continue this throughout the rest of her high school career.
We light our candles from the eternal light of knowledge as a symbol of our commitment to uphold the principles of the National Honor Society. We pass our light on to you, the newest members of the Maple Shade High School National Honor Society. We will now recite the Pledge of the National Honor Society.
I pledge to maintain
high scholastic standing,
to hold as fundamental and worthy
an untarnished character,
to endeavor intelligently and courageously,
to be a leader,
and to give myself freely in service to others.
In doing so, I shall prove myself worthy
of a place in the National Honor Society.
Now each of our senior members would like to honor someone who has made a difference in their lives.
Although he is not here with me today, there is no other person in the world I would honor tonight with my white rose other than my dad. My dad was not only my biggest fan, but he was also my best friend. The best type of relationship any child could have with their parents. Although my dad was a busy man, he always made every effort to attend my school events with the special connection we had, even if it meant he had to spread himself too thin. My dad was also my biggest supporter. He may not be here with me today, but I still hold his words of wisdom very close to my heart. Without him, I probably wouldn't push myself and take chances. It's been rewarding seeing what I am capable of, but none of these things would have been possible without my dad. My dad has also gone through some tough times in his life, but he was a fighter, and he never gave up. I will always admire and aspire to be as strong as he was. Dad, you may not be here with me today. However, I will forever cherish your never-ending support and your everlasting love and affection. I am forever grateful you always insisted that I reach for the stars and never sell myself short. I hope that one day I can fill your shoes and make you proud. Thank you for making me the woman I am today. I love and miss you.
Today I will be giving my white rose to my best friend. My mom has been my support system my whole life, giving me an endless amount of advice, love, and encouragement. No matter how discouraged I am, she always finds a way to boost my confidence, which has helped me with both school and life in general. She's also the best role model a girl could ask for, showing me just how easy it is to be a strong, independent boss lady. There's never a dull moment in our house between last-minute Disney trips and everyday shenanigans, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. No matter the day, my mom and I always find a way to have fun together. She has been to every one of my softball games, cheering me on as if I were a star, despite my less-than-ideal skills, which always makes me feel so loved. I'm beyond grateful to have someone who does everything in her power just to see me smile by my side every day. A lot of people my age are unsure about their future, but I'm not, knowing that I have her in my corner every step of the way. Mom, I can't wait to make you proud as I get older, but rest assured that I'll always be your little twiddlebug. You're the most selfless, kind-hearted, and thoughtful person I know. I truly have no idea what I would do without you in my life, because I wouldn't be me without you. Thank you for being the best mom a girl could ever ask for. I hope one day I will be even half of the mom you are. I love you to infinity and beyond.
Tonight I will be giving my white rose speech to the strongest, most dedicated woman I know, my mom. She has been there for me in the way that a grandparent should, providing all the love, hugs, and treats that I could possibly imagine. But more importantly, she has been a role model for me. She represents the person who I want to become, and her story mimics that of a hero. She's not just the strongest woman I know, but the strongest person. She's shown me the value of family and sacrifice, which will remain deeply embedded in my personal values. Some of my fondest memories stem from moments I've spent with her, and some of my greatest successes are the result of her continuous support and encouragement. Whether it was teaching me family recipes, consoling me through difficult times, or providing a listening ear, anytime I need her, she's always there. I am eternally grateful for your love and support, and I can confidently say that you have shaped me into the young woman I am today. Thank you for all that you've done. I love you forever.
Throughout my entire high school career, there have been great teachers, coaches, mentors, and friends who have helped me find not only my future, but find who I am as a person. Although out of all these people, no one has been a greater mentor, leader, teacher, and friend than Coach Inglis. When it came to cross country, track, school, or even just my life, I felt that Inglis supported me and pushed me to become a better person. In cross country, I felt that no one wanted me to succeed more in the sport, even when I was a freshman who could barely make it through one practice. Every practice and every race, he saw potential in me, and gave me the confidence to pursue what I once believed was impossible. No other time did I feel I learned the most from Inglis than my junior season when I suffered a hip injury. When I was not running due to the injury, we would watch the team practice and have conversations about the season, my injury, and my future. Within these conversations, I gained insights on what to look for in colleges, jobs, and collegiate cross country. He did more than just coach me in cross country. He coached me in life and gave me confidence in both. While sitting on the sideline, I also got to see firsthand how a leader acts, teaches, and brings the team together. I got to witness someone who had the respect of the team and used that respect to make everyone better regardless of the current skill. It did not matter if you were the slowest or the fastest. Inglis would give you the workout that would make you the best you could possibly be. We would discuss each runner, what the plans were on race start day, how we could beat each team, and what my best time was to return, or when my best time to return was. These conversations, although some may seem unimportant, stuck with me, and each one gave me knowledge on how I could be a leader and a teacher for someone else. These conversations made me better. I could go on and on about the lessons I was taught by Coach Inglis, but I will give one final one. He taught me fairness. After vacationing in Florida for a week, I came back to track preparing for a relay race that was taking place that weekend. Although I was told by Inglis that he was putting another runner in instead because of the time I missed. Most athletes would get mad if they were missing the opportunity and being replaced by someone who was slightly slower. No offense to that runner. Yet this was fair. Inglis gave the person who put the most work in that week the opportunity to succeed. He chose who put in the most effort and who was the better runner. Inglis, I would like to thank you for all that you have done for me these past 4 years. It has been an honor competing and racing for your team. Thank you for being a mentor who taught me countless lessons and guided me to find what I want to pursue in life. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for being my phys ed teacher. Thank you for being my health teacher. You are the greatest coach I could ever ask for, and I'm forever appreciative of the time you put into making me what I am now. Thank you.
Oftentimes, myself and many others tend to overlook the most salient things in life, simply because they've always been there no matter what. In reflection, while writing this speech, I truly cannot put the importance of this person into words, as I would certainly not be the person who I am today without them. From teaching me how to first roll a strike on the bowling lane to then putting countless hours into the many other sports I love, this person's effort is unimaginable and truly a blessing. Because of my stubborn ways, which were probably inherited from him, some of the lessons he has tirelessly attempted to instill in me have taken a while to hit home. From quite literally blaming everything on the fact that I didn't drink water, to telling me that stretching is more important than even practicing for a sport, he has been attempting to show me an exaggerated, but nonetheless accurate version of the truth. Although it took me about 17 years and experimenting in my own ways, my practices of now drinking more water than you can imagine and practicing yoga very often fall much closer to the lessons that he has been attempting to teach me than my 12-year-old doubtful self could ever imagine. On top of this, he taught me a plethora of life lessons and taught me to work hard academically first over everything. Not having a sibling, my energy as a kid would be cooped up waiting for him to get home. Although I have always had great motivation for academics, as a kid I always needed to get outside and play sports to pass the time. After even the most strenuous days of work, whenever I asked to have a catch or play basketball outside, no was never the answer. My favorite time was to have a football catch, and I'd say that turned out pretty well. My father is the recipient of my final white rose because while always challenging me to get straight A's, he has become my at-home coach for just about every sport I have done my entire life. Never missing games, he and my mom are my biggest fans, and I truly appreciate that. The effort my dad has shown throughout my life to make me a better person is unthinkable, and I am so thankful for all that he has done.
I would like to give my white rose to my brother Mason. Although only 3, Mason has impacted my life in more ways than I can count. He is always there to cheer me up and make me smile even on my bad days. His heart is made of gold and his kindness radiates through his smile. He is constantly pushing me to do better and be better so I can be a role model for him, so he has someone else to look up to besides our mom. I watch him struggle with his dad's death and his array of special needs daily, which constantly inspires me. He shows me that no matter what life throws at you, you have to keep moving forward. His positive energy is contagious, which is especially needed in these times. Through his kind words and constant adoration, he proves to be my ray of sunshine in a dark world. He gives me a reason to keep living, and for that I am forever grateful.
As time progresses toward graduation, I have found myself reflecting more on the various components of my life that make me who I am today and on the people who I would try to be more like tomorrow. I was raised to learn something new from my surroundings each day, and even though thousands of people have shaped my mind in tremendous ways, no one has affected me like my mom. My mom filled my childhood with such insurmountable levels of bliss and inconceivable moments of amusement that my imagination was able to flourish in its own way. She became the maker of my moral center and seasoner of my soul as she showed me every day how to grow as a person while caring for those around you. As I grew spiritually and mentally, my mom taught me that everything happens for a reason and has harnessed my inferno passion into the same force of resilience I see in her every day. With unprecedented grace and composure, my mom has shown me how to turn the sweet sugar, thick butter, and dirty flour the world gives you into the most delightful way to live. Mom, I'm everything I am because of you.
Every person has their necessities. Most people put their personal needs before the needs of others, but that's most people, not all. A special pair of people have constantly sacrificed their wants and needs to make sure my life is of paramount importance. For the past 18 years, my parents have gotten me up in time for school, prepared my meals, supported me in my desires and passions, provided me with a safe home full of wonderful amenities, and most importantly, surrounded me with love, care, and compassion. It's the little things they do, the things that go unnoticed, that end up making the biggest difference. The daily tasks my mom helps me accomplish, like organizing my schoolwork, reminding me of meetings and practices, preparing my things for games and events, usually fly under the radar, but over time these little things have had an insurmountable effect on my life. The constant optimism and fun-loving sensibility brought along by my dad makes everyday life easier and more enjoyable. He may not do it on purpose, but his ability to turn an unfavorable situation to a positive event is something special. With a sentence or two, my dad is able to turn a bad day into a good one, or a sad moment into a humorous one. It is undoubtedly true that my parents deserve this rose. Quite frankly, they deserve a lot more. This rose symbolizes my gratitude and love towards them for how they raised me in this household full of love, dedication, and motivation.
Tonight, I would like to give my white rose to my biggest inspirations. Ever since I can remember, I always wanted to make my parents proud, as they have always shown me that hard work pays off. I feel honored and blessed to have such wonderful parents. They have always been there for me no matter what. Thank you, Dad, for all the sacrifices you have made for my sisters and I. Although I don't say it often, I love you, and I'm really grateful to call you my dad. From driving lessons to arguments, you show me that I'm never going to be ready for everything, but I just have to believe that I'm prepared. Mom, thank you for always believing in me. Thank you for always encouraging me to do better and to keep fighting for everything I desire. Before I start crying, Mom and Dad, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I will forever owe you everything I have.
It was once stated by one of America's favorite TV parents that one should never be afraid to reach for the stars, because even if you fall, you will always be wearing a parent chute. As I reflect on this particular quote, I can't help but think of my own parents, Eliza and Denise Santiago. Throughout my childhood and now as a senior, I've always had some pretty big dreams. When I wanted to become a famed author, doctor, and teacher as a tiny kindergartner, my parents put their full belief and love behind my ambitious dream. In my decision to co-found a debate club as a shy sophomore, they were there to support me with the reminder that no big dream is too big if you work hard enough to achieve it. And as I began to plan out my future for college, and eventually as a doctor this year, they encouraged me every step of the way, often instilling in me the confidence and belief in myself that I was missing. In short, my parents have been the two people in my life that have stood by me since the beginning of all of my dreams. They have lived the ups and downs of every dream right alongside me. They are my lifelong parent chutes. So all of this said, with immense love, admiration, and gratitude, I would like to honor my incredible parents with my white rose.
When thinking of influential people in my life to give my white rose to, several people cross my mind. From teachers to directors to all the parents in my life, I have had so many role models to look up to over the years. With that being said, I have decided to give my white rose to the two people in my life who I would be nothing without. Not only do I owe my life to my parents, but I owe who I am as a person to them as well. My dad is the hardest working person I know and has taught me how important family is. My mom is my best friend and has given me so many experiences by age 17 that so many people don't get to have in their entire lives. I am very lucky to have the family that I have. I know it wouldn't be possible for me to be in the position that I am in and be the person that I am without having my parents to teach me. They are my biggest supporters, and they are behind me every step of the way, no matter the mistakes I make. My personality is made up of parts of my parents, from my love of music to my determination and perseverance, and I have learned the best things in life from them. I cherish the time I spend with them, and I know that I am extremely lucky and blessed to have been given the parents that I have.
I would like to introduce the superintendent of the Maple Shade School District, Mrs. Beth Norsha.
I want to thank all the students, teachers, administrators, and families for putting together a wonderful virtual ceremony. It is imperative for us to always find ways to highlight and celebrate the accomplishments of our students. Congratulations to all our new honorees. The past year has been challenging for many, as we all had to figure out how to do work, school, and play differently. We've had to adapt, change, and stay flexible. I'm proud of each and every one of you. You have worked hard, concentrated in school, and made the best of a really difficult situation. I have marveled at all you do each day, the decisions you make, the actions you take, and the young adults you have become. Your consistent actions remind me of a quote from Aristotle. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Continue to lean on your family, teachers, and friends through tough times, and they will assist in the structure and routine of your success. Congratulations on a well-deserved honor.
I would like to introduce the faculty advisor of the National Honor Society, Mrs. Gina Mcdonald.
Tonight is an important and special evening for our students who have worked diligently, both in and out of school, to earn a well-deserved place in the National Honor Society. This school year in particular has brought on new challenges for everyone, and I am proud of our students for being able to gracefully balance the demands of hybrid and virtual learning, extracurricular activities, and responsibilities at home, while also finding time to selflessly give back to the community. To the students, you have worked so hard to be where you are today. Please take a moment to reflect on your accomplishments and be proud of yourself. You deserve it. To the families, your children could not have accomplished all of this without your love, support, and encouragement. Thank you for guiding them and helping them realize their potential. To the teachers, administrators, and Board of Education, thank you for your unwavering dedication and commitment to the students at Maple Shade High School. It does not go unnoticed. To the staff that volunteered behind the scenes, especially the Faculty Council and Mrs. Kim Lyons, in order to make this ceremony happen, I thank you all. This concludes the 2021 National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. Have a wonderful evening.